Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development 2026, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 78 years of independence and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 as part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation in India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
So, with the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's commemorations and celebrations. Today is commemorated as Air Max Day on March 26th in US, with a design that made it one of the most iconic sneakers in the history. Nike is well known now, and a lot of its fame as a result of perfect branding. In the spring of 1972, Nike's infamous swoosh logo further fortified its brand recognition. The name is an onomatopoeia of the sound when something rapidly passes you by or passes by you, which makes it perfect fit for Air Max sneakers, which are designed for running. Today is also commemorated as Black Marriage Day on March 6th in US. Takes place on March 26th, which was officially began in 2003 in the United States. The purpose of Black Marriage Day is to emphasize the beauty of Black marriages and to celebrate couples for their sacrifices and loyalty. The idea is to strengthen family and community ties so that children are raised in a safe and wholesome environment. It started with 30 communities in 2021. There were more than 300 participating communities. The day defies the stereotype of weak and unstable marriages and encourages people to build their own healthy relationships. Today is also commemorated as Epilepsy Awareness Day or Epilepsy Awareness or Purple Day on March 26, which was created to increase public understanding of this brain disorder and to eliminate the fear and stigma surrounding it. With over 3.5 million people diagnosed with epilepsy in the US and over 50 million worldwide, it is likely you know someone living with the day-to-day challenges epilepsy brings. The good news is epilepsy can be easily managed if diagnosed and treated correctly, so awareness and research are important. So join one of the grassroots campaigns to raise awareness in your community today. Today is also commemorated as Cassidy Megan from Nova Scotia, Canada, founded Epilepsy Awareness Day with the first event held on March 26, 2008. Motivated by her own diagnosis and struggles of living with epilepsy, she realized the importance of everyone understanding this common neurological disorder. She created an avenue for people to learn, engage, and support the public's education of epilepsy, as well as dispel the myths and fears surrounding it. Epilepsy is caused by electrical disturbances in the brain resulting in seizures of various types. It can be a scary condition to people who do not understand what is going on, which has led to many unnecessary assumptions and even loss about the disease and the capabilities of those who live with it. It's the fourth most common neurological disorder after migraines, strokes, and Alzheimer's. Estimates show that 1 in 26 Americans will develop epilepsy at some point in their life. In 2009, the Anita Kaufman Foundation partnered with Epilepsy Association of Nova Scotia and launched Purple Day, bringing more collective attention and structured campaigns to the purpose of this day in the US and internationally. Over 1 lakh students, 95 workplaces, and 116 politicians participated in Purple Day events that same year. The Anita Kaufman Foundation trademarked Purple Day in 2011, and it has continued to expand its reach since. Today is also commemorated as Good Hair Day on March 26th. The hair care brand known as Good Hair Day, shortened as GHD, is behind this initiative to dedicate a day to making women feel gorgeous and empowered on Good Hair Day. So March is terrific one to celebrate being a woman, especially because March 8th is the International Women's Day. Good Hair Day is a day to celebrate one of the most valuable assets, your hair. When your hair looks and feels fantastic, it instantly boosts your confidence, which is something that we could all use. So Good Hair Day is an exciting opportunity to celebrate women's empowerment while also having a little fun. Today is also commemorated as Independence Day of Bangladesh on March 26. The Independence Day of Bangladesh is celebrated every year on March 26. It is a national holiday of Bangladesh that commemorates the country's independence from Pakistan in 1971. On the morning of March 26, 1971, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman declared Bangladesh independence from Pakistan, which were known at the time as East Pakistan and West Pakistan, respectively. The day is characterized by parades, speeches, fairs, and ceremonial events to commemorate that historic day in 1971. Today is also commemorated as Live Long and Prosper Day on March 26th in US. One of the most well-wishing days, Live Long and Prosper Day, is celebrated annually on March 26th, which is the birthday of its inspiration, Leonard Nimoy. Live Long and Prosper, or LLAP, is Vulcan Blessing, which was delivered by Leonard Nimoy, who played the half Vulcan science officer, Mr. Spock, in Star Trek series. Today is also commemorated as Major League Basketball or Major League Baseball opening day on March 26 in US. If there's a ballpark in your town hosting a game, go. There's nothing like the excitement of opening day, and it has to be experienced to be believed. No stadium, no problem. Make a date with your TV and watch your favorite team, or better yet, head to the favorite sports bar to enjoy the camera. Today is also commemorated as Make Up Your Own Holiday on March 26 in US. There are many holidays throughout the year, but one of the day that gets us most excited, that National level is make up your own holiday, which is celebrated on March 26, whether you wish to celebrate something profound, like or use only recycled paper day, or you want to give in to randomness by paying homage to Eat Purple Food Day. The possibilities are endless. The day is likely what it stands for, making a personalized day that is close to your heart. Today, it has become easier to establish your own day by submitting a suggestion. But in the days of yore, the task required much more stamina. It took almost a century for Thanksgiving to be declared as a national day. Sarah Hale, who started the process, sent numerous letters to get a national thanks day back in 1800s. But her efforts did not come to fruition until 1941. Today is also commemorated as Mattress Day in Mali on March 26th, which is a public day observed on March 26th in Mali, commemorates the protesters who lost their lives during the demonstrations against President Faure in March 1991 during the 1991 Malian coup d'etat. The overthrow of March 1991 marked the beginning of democratic reforms in the country. On this day, wreaths are laid on the Mattress Monument in Bamako and political speeches are given across the country. The purpose of these celebrations, which are considered to be solemn, is to be reminded us of the unfortunate deaths involved within the coup death so that the people of Mali will always remember that dear price paid for democracy. Today is also commemorated as National Day of Life, Peace and Justice on March 26 in El Salvador. National Day of Life, Peace and Justice, a special holiday dedicated to the pursuit of peace, takes place in March 26. It was a day before the President Salvador Sanchez Guerin requested its designation as a working celebration with government offices, schools, and business remaining open for the day. The day not only about public life, every Salvadoran is encouraged to observe peace in their respective lives. Today is also commemorated as National Nougat Day on March 26th in US. As we always support the underdog at National Today, and this time on National Nougat Day on March 26th, we are cheering for this often overlooked candy. Whether you like your sweet, soft, smooth, crunchy, fluffy, or a combination of all these, the iconic nougat has got your back. Fam, the classic dessert is made with sweet honey and roasted nuts. This version of white nougat is the most common one out there. Other forms include brown, black, and beige, even varying due to cultural difference. This sweet treat has an interesting history. You may have eaten a chocolate bar that is filled with nougat 100 times, but did you know that original purpose of putting nougat inside a chocolate bar was to create an illusionary ice cream effect? Today is also commemorated as Ram Navami on March 26th, which is an important Hindu festival celebrated every year on the 9th day of Chaitra month, the first month in the Hindu lunar calendar. It falls on March 26th this year. The Hindus celebrate Ram Navami to honor the birth of Lord Rama. And Hindus believe that Lord Rama is supreme God and holds an important place in the hearts of all Hindus living across the world. Today is also commemorated as Ram Navami Day on March 26th. It is an auspicious day for Hindus all over the world. The day is celebrated annually on the 9th day during the bright phase of Hindu month of Chaitra. The day marks the birth of Lord Rama and is celebrated all over India. Ramayana is the life story of Ram and his beloved wife Sita, and it is considered an epic with a message that is relevant for eternity. So join us in the celebration and let us explore mythology beyond this day. Ramayana is a world-renowned literature work. It is also one of the largest epics and contains 2,400 verses. The historical accuracy of this ancient scripture mentioned in the is still under research, but this has been written between 500 BC and 100 BC, which was written by the sage Valmiki in the Sanskrit language, and it follows the perspective of Sita, Rama's beloved wife, and the story does not give any godly attributes to Ram, but as a human god, as an ideal human being. There are numerous versions of this which tells the events from a different perspective. Whatever the version may be, the story is immortalized by millions of people who find inspiration from this. Lord Rama is a role model for any person in the world who seeks the path of truth, love, and duty. But the versions of Ramayana that followed showcased Ram as an avatar of Vishnu, one of the three deities in Hindu mythology. Astrological signs provide dates and calculated based on these signs. Ramayana is mostly considered a tale of Ram winning his wife from the demon king Ravana after being kidnapped, but the full story is a journey through the life of Lord Ram and Sita and about the sacrifices they have to make for their nation and people. This epic tells us about the plight of humans, even the strongest ones. So this is an auspicious day. We love auspicious days and are excited about the traditional activities that we all be taking part on this day. The Ram Navami is a time for celebration. We love to join the prayers and fun activities that follow. The taste of sweets and other delicacies is a bonus. Hinduism is a complex way of life where multiple thoughts of philosophy and beliefs come together. We love to understand more about mythologies, philosophies, and customs of Hinduism. Today is also commemorated as Solitude Day on March 26, and it's not for introverts or even antisocial individuals. What's common image that comes to mind when you hear the word solitude? A scraggly, bearded hermit dressed in robes who has retreated from society, lives inside a remote cave, and chases away unwelcome intruders. More outgoing individuals may turn their noises up at the mere mention of this word, but everyone needs to recognize its positive benefits. Humans are social creatures, and we are automatically hardwired to seek connections with other human beings. But due to advancements in technology and improvements in communication, we are linked to each other like never before, sometimes whether we like it or not. Let's be honest. Though it takes a lot of energy, but physically and mentally be always on time, all time. So dealing with the world would be exhausting. That's where taking a break from it all comes in, striking a balance between your relationship with others and yourself to recharge is needed. However, solitude can be an intimidating concept. One study found out that respondents rather face electric shock than be left alone with their thoughts. Interestingly, more than women were far more likely to zap themselves than men. Perhaps it's because solitude is often equated with loneliness. There are marked difference between the two. Though solitude is the feeling of being content when you are by yourself, loneliness is negative state that makes you feel disconnected from other people. Even as children, facing wall or going to your room alone were punishments rather than a reward. It's involuntary solitude causes loneliness. So solitude has indeed gained a bad rap over the years. Solitude Day gives you the freedom to discover that having moments alone with ourselves can work wonders for our mental health. Whether we dedicate a few minutes, an hour, or the whole day to choose to practice solitude, our hearts and minds will thank us for it. Today is also commemorated as Very Hat Day on March 26. We celebrate as a fun and fabulous way to raise awareness for brain tumor research and raise funds while we are at it. And this day was created as a way to get our heads and hats together to advance research in finding a cure for brain tumors. You don't need to have been affected to make a difference. So we got some ideas to get you ahead of this Very Hat Day. Today is also commemorated as Equal Pay Day on March 26 in US this year, but the date changes each year. However, Equal Pay Day is an annual observance that symbolizes the ongoing issue of pay disparity and the wage gap between men and women. The date itself symbolizes how far into the year must women work to make as much as men during the previous year. As such, this day usually occurs around March or September. So with this, we shall end today's commemorations and celebrations. We once again wish you all happy Sri Ram Navami tomorrow. And we request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form that has been raised in the form of votes. So see you all tomorrow at the same time with the same joining link with different commemorations and celebrations. Take care. Good night.